I'm saying, and every Friday night, we're in the alley behind the cut rate, we rolling bones, you know? I mean, all the boys from around the way, and we roll to late.
Alley crap game.
Like every time, he snapped and fade a few shooters. Play it out to the pots deep, snatch and run.
What, every time?
Couldn't help himself.
Let me understand you. Every Friday night, you and your boys would shoot crap, right? And every Friday night, your pal Snot, he'd wait till there was cash on the ground, then you grab the money and run away? You let him do that?
Man, we'd catch him and beat his ass, but ain't nobody never go past that.
I gotta ask, if every time Snot Boogie would grab the money and run away, why'd you even let him in the game?
What?
With Snot Boogie always stole the money, why'd you let him play?
Got to. This America, man.
So this quote here comes from the very first scene of The Wire, spoken by Snot Boogie's friend after telling a story to Detective Jimmy McNulty about how Snot Boogie got shot. Snot Boogie was known for always trying to rob a dice game at the end, and the players would always chase him off. But this time, someone shot him dead. So McNulty, he asks here, baffled, and he asks if every time Snot Boogie would grab the money, then why would you let him play? And that's when Snot Boogie's friend drops the line, "You got to. This America, man." So at face value, this quote is a simple justification because it's saying, we let him play because this is America, implying that even someone who repeatedly does wrong still gets to participate. But the real power of this quote alone is in how deeply it cuts into the American ethos and how it sets the tone for the entire series. So the line underscores a uniquely American paradox. The idea that freedom is absolute, even if someone abuses it. In other words, everyone has a right to play, even if they cheat. In the show setting, the streets of Baltimore, this can feel absurd or even fatal, but it mirrors the larger contradictions in American society. It's freedom without a safety net, where even violators of the rules are allowed back into the game until someone decides they've gone too far. And this scene also reflects the promise and the peril of democracy. Snot Boogie was a known thief, but the players still let him in every single time. Why? Because excluding him would have violated the social contract of inclusion. The dice game operates as a microcosm of America, open to all, fair or foul. But just like in American systems, this openness creates tension when people exploit the rules when they exploit the rules to their advantage. And this quote is delivered with a shrug because it's not an outcry or defense, it's an acceptance. The friend doesn't seem outraged that Snot got shot. He's just explaining the system. That's how it goes here. So it highlights the show's ongoing theme of the game is the game. People participate in a system that is rigged, that is broken, and sometimes is deadly. But they keep playing. Why? Because it's America and there's no other game. And also, the line itself, it is a better reflection of the American dream. Because in theory, everyone gets a shot. In reality, the systems are flawed. The line drips with irony. Snot Boogie was allowed to play not because of hope or trust, but because of a cultural mandate that everyone gets a chance, even if that chance is meaningless or ends in death. So this single line encapsulates what The Wire is all about. Every institution in the show, police, politics, schools, the ports, the media, they're all broken in some way. But people keep showing up and playing the game because, well, this is America. You got to. The rules are rigged, the game is dirty, but opting out isn't an option. So the brilliance of The Wire is that it can take a single throwaway line from a nameless character in the opening scene and layer it with commentary on race, class, system, survival, and the mythology of American freedom. Snap Boogie's friend, without knowing it, delivered the thesis of the entire show.
Got to. This America, man.